we in a fucked up date market, and for some reason, I feel like even when I get the $100,000 in my pocket, I'm still gonna struggle, bro. I don't know. I'm not too optimistic. What they call it, optimistic. Let me tell you something real quick. Dating in America, it's like a war zone, and you know, I know some of you guys saying, "Man, Cal, what are you talking about? Dating is like a war zone." But let me tell you something real quick. I'm gonna explain to you why. Well, in other countries, dating is a snap for you. You see what I'm saying? America, dating, bruh, because of those date naps, it's like a war zone, man. It's like a fucking war zone, bruh. Because you gotta go to the gym, you gotta be in shape, right? You gotta have resources, right? This is all the things you need to fight in a war, right? You at the gym, putting in hours, putting in work. You're watching what you eat. At least 70% of the time. You know, you know, America dating scene is like a war, man. It's like a war zone, right? You prepare yourself, you staying in shape, eating all the right foods and shit, right? You're preparing yourself. Seems like you're preparing yourself for fights, or war, right? Just to pass on your genetics, bruh. You see what I'm saying? You're trying to look the best that you can look so you could pass on your genetics. Let me tell you, man, when I was in, tip top condition and I was using enhancements, I still was struggling. I still was struggling, even though I was on roids. Now, did I get dates? Yeah. I went from not having dates to getting dates, right? I went from, you know, jacking off to like at least spooning and hugging with females. Okay. I did get some attention and I did get females to look at me. But still, that year, even though I was on enhancements, that year I went to New Year's Eve by myself. And to me, bro, it don't matter if you're in shape or not, if there's not enough women to go around in your area and you're broke, you're still gonna like it doesn't make any difference. You're still gonna struggle. All these women out here got boyfriends and husbands and shit. See, the only way you can not struggle out here if you have tons and tons of money. And then I can see you not struggling. You see what I'm saying? Then I can see you not struggling out here. But if you don't have those things, bruh, if you don't have, you know, money or wealth, right? For me, in America, having money as a normie is a must have. Normies got to have money and not to mention status. You know what I'm saying? That's important. That's way more important than money. I think so. Because at least everybody know who you are. You know, some guys wouldn't have ever gotten as far with women, as they did, right? Iron Mike Tyson, this motherfucker got into an incident just recently on the plane with some motherfucker that thought it was okay to harass him and be all up in his face and stuff. This is what I'm talking about some of you motherfuckers that's out there, bro. You see what I'm saying? You all in a man's face, and you thought that he wasn't gonna put hands on you. Just the other day, I had a motherfucker harass me. You know what I'm saying? Good thing he kept it moving. You know what I'm saying? Remember I was at the store, this motherfucker walked up and just tapped me on my hips and stuff, and I'm like, what the fuck is this motherfucker doing? You see, some motherfuckers they just so thirsty, and they, you know what? They so fucking, you know, um, so desperate that they willing to go the extra mile nowadays, man. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck? And this guy who was harassing Mike Tyson, he didn't have no girlfriend on his arm, bruh. You see what I'm saying? If he would have had a girlfriend on his arm, bruh, he wouldn't have been acting that way. You see these motherfuckers, they act out of turn and they act out of place, you know what I'm saying, when they don't have a woman in their life. He had nothing to do but to harass Iron Mike Tyson, bro. Come on, bro. You knew he was gonna fuck you up. I would have fucked you up too, being in my fucking face, man. You see what I'm saying? I don't care if it's about lawsuits, and that's what's gonna happen. He'll probably sue, he probably gonna try to sue Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson gonna break him off a few $1 million and get the fuck out of here. Let me tell you, bro. Once you get status, you gotta watch it. Other jealousy ass males will be in your face because they're jealous. You see what I'm saying? I'm going off today, man, because pissed off, bro, because it's like, dude, you know, it's like a fucking war zone, bro, out here in these streets, bro. Dating is like a fucking war zone. You see what's going on. You see that guy who was fucking with Mike Tyson, guaranteed if he had a girlfriend by his side, he would have been fucking with Mike Tyson. His attention would have been on her. But you could tell this motherfucker was sub 5 because this nigga had small beady eyes. Okay, definitely unattractive. He got hands put on, on him by Iron Mike Tyson. You see what I'm saying? This is what happens when you don't have enough pussy to go around. And not only that, man, once you get status, you got to be really, really careful about being in the public, man. You see what I'm saying? You got to be really, really careful about being in the public. There's jealous motherfuckers all over the place, man. You got to watch it. I tell you, man, it's like a war zone out here, bro. Don't get caught up. You see what I'm saying? You got to watch your back 100% of the time. You got to be always in shape. You got to be always, you know what I'm saying? You got to always approach because if you don't approach, then you ain't going to get shit. You see what I'm saying? It's like a fucking war zone out here. It is. I'm telling you. You know, and only the strong survive too. You know, don't forget that. Anyway, man, I just want to make a quick rant. I'm out of here. You guys have a good day. Peace out. Take care and bless.